So, what if I told you that your entire experience of life, every joy, every fear, every moment of stress or peace, doesn't actually come from the world around you, your circumstances, or even the people in your life? It all comes from your thought. Thought is the hidden power shaping everything you feel. And if you're finding yourself stuck in your career, struggling to grow your business, or perhaps repeating the same challenges in your relationships, it's probably not because you're not capable. More often, it's the patterns of thinking that are quietly holding you back. It's the doubts you keep repeating, it's the assumptions that you don't question, and mostly the old stories that you still carry. When you begin to see thought for what it really is, just passing activity of the mind, you create space. And in that space, you open the door to change, growth, and possibility. This is video number 1 of a 3-part series that I'm recording on thought and empowerment. And it's based on something called the 3 principles shared by Syd Banks. They're really simple, but they explain how all of us experience life. The 3 principles are mind, consciousness, and thought. Mind is the energy behind life. It's the deeper intelligence that keeps your heart beating, gives you fresh ideas, and fuels your existence. Consciousness is your awareness. So it's what allows you to actually experience the world around you and notice what's happening inside of you. And thought is the creative force. It's what paints the picture on the canvas of your awareness. Every feeling, every perception you have comes through thought. When you put these 3 together, you start to see something powerful. That we don't experience life directly. We experience life through thought. The thought is brought to life by consciousness, which is powered by the energy of the mind. So once you see that, you realize you're not trapped by circumstances. You're free to notice your thoughts, let them pass, and listen for new insight. Here's the foundation. You are not your thoughts. You are the one observing them. Thoughts will always come and go. That's what minds do. Some will inspire you, some will weigh you down, and some will make no sense at all. But the moment you recognize them as thoughts and not truths, you reclaim your freedom. This means you don't have to be defined by an old story. You don't have to accept self-doubt as your identity. You have the power to notice thought, let it pass, and choose what you want to give your energy to. Here's an example. The other night, I was lying awake, imagining a conversation I hadn't even had yet. But my mind was racing. What I would say, how the other person might respond, and all the ways it could go wrong. But then it hit me that none of this was actually happening. The only place it existed was in my own thinking. The moment I saw that I was able to breathe, everything shifted. I didn't have to wrestle with the thoughts. I could just notice them and let them move on. My body relaxed and I drifted off to sleep. And here's the empowering part. If I can do this, you can too. That ability is already built into you. Here's something you can try today. The next time you notice a heavy thought, add the phrase, I'm having the thought that. So, for instance, instead of thinking, I'm not smart enough, you could say, I'm having the thought that I'm not smart enough. Do you feel the difference? The small shift creates distance. Suddenly, you're no longer tangled in the thought, you're the observer of the thought. And that's where your power lives. It really is a game changer. Here's the takeaway for today. You're not your thoughts. You are the one observing them. That means you're not powerless, but you're powerful. You don't have to believe every thought that floats through your mind. You get to choose. You get to decide which thoughts to hold on to and which ones to let drift away like clouds in the sky. This week, practice noticing your thoughts as they come and go. Use that simple phrase, "I'm having the thought that," and just watch and notice how it lightens your relationship with thinking. Because the moment you stop being a prisoner of your thoughts, you begin to step into freedom, and that's the beginning of real empowerment. Thanks for joining me for today's video. In the next episode, we'll explore the connection between thought and feeling and why understanding that link can transform your experience of life.